Hello and welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and our review of round 6. So if you're enjoying the channel, go ahead, hit the like button, and if you're not already subscribed, hit that button too. We're building a nice little community and would love for you all to become part of it. Please don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get an alert when a new episode drops. Let's get straight into it. Thursday night feels like eternity ago at the Gabba. Brisbane 7-11-53, Collingwood 16-9-105.
Oh, wee, horsey.
Horsey?
Vito needs to make a very important announcement to all the ankle sore community.
And more to the Collingwood supporters, maybe.
More to everyone.
I was wrong. I was wrong because I said Ashcroft was the best player in the AFL. I got it incorrect. Yes, Nick Dacos. You know I love Nick Dacos, by the way, so it's not like I've been...
No, I know.
I love him. He's by far the best player in the AFL, period. I'll never say that again unless something changes drastically. My apologies to Nick and anyone that watches and comments and Collingwood supporters because I love Collingwood as well. And on that note...
They got offended.
Did you say he's the best?
I said
Ashcroft. Dacos, he's the best.
Yeah, he is.
All right.
He is.
I just thought you might have said he was the most looked after player in the AFL, but he's the best, isn't he?
Oh, yes.
How many players in the AFL get 77-metre penalties? And when I say 77, they measured it out at half.
I think, yeah, well, they got it wrong, obviously, but I don't think they meant it. On that note,
it's disgusting.
Talking about
it's disgusting how well he gets looked after.
That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad.
But just as a whole. But go, Vito, continue. Collingwood. Didn't see it coming.
Did I say 2 years ago, welcome to the 2020, whatever it was, flag
Grand final
winners? There it is.
Oh, Collingwood.
Premiers.
Oh, yes. No, I don't care what round it is. I don't care.
Well, it's round 6, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 28. There's not 28 rounds.
Oh, because there's a lot of pretenders out there.
Probably.
Which we'll speak about as the episode goes
Anyway,
on.
Collingwood, mate, just went there and said, I don't care where we're playing this game. From the start of that game, they were in control. Whether it was 1 goal in it, 2 goals in it, 6 goals in it, they were always in control. The on-ball brigade, Moore's back to his best. They've got enough goal kickers. Their midfield's push forward enough for them to kick goals if the forwards don't do it.
I can't disagree with you. DeGoey out, Houston out.
The goal he played.
Did
he played, yeah.
Who am I thinking of? Houston out?
Yeah. And
Schultz out?
Schultz.
And there was someone else.
There was someone else, but I can't think of it.
3 players out, and they go and belt Brisbane up there.
Yeah.
That's powerful, mate. I can't disagree with you.
And Brisbane, I'm not sure, Brisbane.
I think they've been inconsistent throughout all their games.
Yeah,
They have.
Yeah, inconsistent. That's what I think. But
last year, they were 0-5, Brisbane, right?
I
They
know.
won the flag.
Yeah.
They've lost 1 game.
Yeah,
let's
true.
not.
it doesn't always go like work.
I know, but geez, give me 5 wins.
Of course.
By round 6.
Mate, team off, I'll take a quarter. Win a quarter.
And that hasn't happened for 3 months.
Anyway, Collingwood, tremendous.
Yeah, I agree.
Friday, the Good Friday game, Marvel Stadium, Carlton, North Melbourne kicked 11-5-71. Carlton kicked 24-9, 153. It's good because Carlton have won their last 2 weeks by a combined total of 153 points. And we said 2 weeks ago their next
2 easy kills,
they had to win by 150 points.
Solid
twice.
dwellers, mate.
So that was the line for them.
To a point. I've done my club corner. Go and watch that. My thoughts on this means nothing. They could have won by 500 goals.
Oh, no,
I don't care.
Oh, you got nothing else to say on that?
Well, what's there to say?
No, I agree
That's
with
a
you. Well,
rubbish win,
we've got our
let's be
club.
honest.
We've got our club.
It's not a
corner.
rubbish win. They
I wouldn't say
they destroyed a crap side like they should have.
Like they should have, that's right.
Like 16 other sides in the AFL would have. Let's be honest. Only Melbourne
That's
and West
fine.
Coast and probably
Yeah.
Richmond wouldn't have done that.
That's fine.
I don't know about that. Richmond?
At least,
Not
They were
destroyed
between-
it.
That's what I said, destroyed.
at least West Coast kept them to 17 goals.
True.
They were absolutely... I'm not going to go on about it because we've got club corner.
We've got
coming
Club
up.
Corner.
Oh, yeah, this is the Ankle Sore Cup.
Correct.
I just jogged my memory.
Ankle Sore Cup.
Ankle
Didn't even
Sore
want to
Cup,
talk
yeah.
about it.
And my ankle's not sore.
We got through it okay. You were calm.
Wow.
82.
Wasn't even the contest.
You know, like
No,
I
it
said,
wasn't.
I'm not going to go on about it. 82 points, deplorable. But let me tell you, please watch Club Corner because you'll hear about it. That's all. I'm not saying nothing
Excellent.
else. I'm not wasting another second on
I'll
it.
join you on that. I'll just say that it's over for North Good Friday. Get rid of him.
Correct.
Get rid of him.
Yep.
We want to see some footy. It's 7 of the last 8 now.
And smacked.
Yeah, move on, North. You've had your fun. Give
Yep.
it to someone else now.
I agree.
Okay. Again, can't argue with that, but they're trying to build it, you know.
they've had plenty of opportunities.
What are they
to build
building?
it.
Lego?
If you watch our documentary on Good Friday, you'll
Oh, yeah.
see
We'll
how
put it
many
up
years.
there. Go and watch it.
Yeah, how many years they have tried to build it. So you
Yeah,
failed.
Fair enough.
Friday, 6:10 later on that night at Optus Stadium, West Coast 11-9-75. Lost to Essendon 11-11-77. It was a good game of footy. It was a good game. It was a
I'll
good
go.
game of footy.
Please, by all means.
How long have we been saying get Peter Wright back in this side?
Yep.
Because there's one reason. Essendon supporters, please do me one favour. Get Nate Caddy out of your heads.
Jeez.
I thought he was okay.
Okay.
He had 4 touches for the
He did.
No,
But
he
those
did.
4 touches were very good.
There's no influence
fair point.
whatsoever.
0 influence.
Kids played 6 games of
I
footy.
don't. No, he hasn't played 6. He's played 26. But you know why I don't want
Sure
to hear
about
it? No, I'm not. You know
Sure
why?
it's not his first year?
Played last year, mate. Played
Yeah,
half
played
the
last
season
year.
last
Cool,
year.
yeah,
So he's
absolutely.
played
Yeah, that's
20
true.
games,
He did when he
20
debuted
odd
last year. Yep.
What I don't want, play him in the reserves. Learn how to take a mark. I don't want to hear, oh, we got Caddy. You haven't got, I won't swear, but you've got nothing. You've got Peter Wright. If he hasn't kicked 5 goals, you lose to West
6
Coast.
he kicked.
Kick 6.
He kicked more than half your score, and you go and beat West Coast by 2 points. You should be embarrassed. I'm telling you, embarrassed, Essendon, because you've got this delusion that Nate Caddy is so great.
How many
Essendon
people
supporters.
do you hear? You hear it a lot, do you?
I
Oh,
hear it.
mate,
You hear
I hear so-called commentators, special comments, and all these highly paid commentators go, "Oh, Nate Caddy is a beauty." Is he really? Is he really? What's he done to go?
No, he
This
hasn't
kid-
done anything yet.
That's what I'm saying. He could be the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, fair enough.
But as of today, he is 300 in the AFL. I'm sick of hearing it.
Well,
Anyway, sorry.
Well, they need big men because they're running out
Oh,
of big
yeah.
men pretty quickly with Ryan.
Todd's
so
playing
Todd
this week.
Goldstein has to play the next 15 in a row.
That's
a
unlucky.
massive
I mean,
blow.
that's
isn't it?
that's
2
stiff.
Ricos in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's stiff.
And your 2 ruckman.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
But
jeez.
I was reading today they'll seem to bring in another run in the seconds.
Who's that?
Visentini.
I can't think of his name. No.
No, it is.
Yeah,
Dante's brother.
Yes, correct.
Dante's
But it's
brother.
not him. No, that wasn't him.
What, did they go and make one in the factory?
There's another guy. There's another. I forgot his
PPGB,
name.
they stretched. Did they stretch someone?
Well,
alive!
I don't know who it is, but whether they
Okay.
do or they don't. But I think Todd will play. You're right. That's stiff.
Todd
But
has to play. Let's be
Todd will play.
Going back on that, very, very lucky Essendon. But on the other side, got the 4 points.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, geez. I don't know.
Got the 4 points. Again, merit instrumental.
Instrumental.
It's the
He
usual.
wasn't as...
No.
Was he?
I said instrumental. I didn't say
Yeah.
it was tremendous. Instrumental.
He's a lead singer, mate. He doesn't just play instruments. He's more important than that. He's
Yeah,
a
it's
front
true.
man,
He's a
right?
front man.
He doesn't play the
He
triangle.
actually,
No,
he,
he
li-
doesn't
he
play
literally,
triangle in the
he
back.
literally is the front man.
He
You're
is the
right.
front man, yeah.
West Coast, mate, had a crack.
Had a
Had a
crack,
crack.
yeah.
Had a 4-goal break. And again, another team that just can't sustain
Jumped
it
in.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they gave their supporters 2 hours of enjoyment.
Yeah, that's all right.
Absolutely.
That's fair.
Absolutely.
There's
So-
a kid for West Coast who's passed Reed. Elijah Hewitt.
Oh, he's good.
He's a good midfielder.
Played 8 minutes of football, but he did look
Ah,
good. He
well,
did look good.
He's
No, he
played
did look
8
good.
minutes better than anything I've seen from Harley Reid yet.
Harley Reid's got to cut that rubbish out.
Well,
Don't get me
push
wrong.
him to
I
half
agree.
back.
He's
I
still
get
fighting
that.
the other night.
He's a good player. He's a very good player. I
Yeah.
should say that.
He could be a star. Let's
But
be
he's
honest.
been a nitwit.
He's been a sook.
A
He doesn't want to be
nitwit.
there. We know that. We've had
No,
this
he's been
discussion.
a nitwit.
Nitwit.
Stop
Well,
being a
Ryan
nitwit.
was a bit greedy at the end. He could have won that for him.
Mate,
Yeah.
he should have put the eyes
Yeah.
lowered the eyes. Sorry.
Lower the eyes. Put the
Oh,
eyes
Nick,
up.
Nick Martin was good. I think
Nick
Perkins
Martin was fine.
forward is the
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
That's
he
his
was
spot,
handy. Kicked
I
2 or
reckon.
3 goals.
Kicked
in
2
that-
goals in a hurry.
Yeah, and good goals too. Important goals. Saturday afternoon, MCG at 1:20. It was Melbourne 16-11, 107 defeating Fremantle 14-13, 97.
Gotta go to the toilet, mate. I gotta open the door again.
Okay. Or should we let you go? Because you said
Okay.
top 4 Fremantle.
I did.
Okay. I want to hear what
This
your
says
thoughts.
nothing about Melbourne because it was a soft kill at the MCG day match, 21,000 people. Fremantle,
Jacko, did he play? He didn't play Jacko.
Fremantle, weak. Fremantle, weak. Had an opportunity.
You're being very kind to them.
Yeah, weak, inept.
Hmm.
Midfield didn't want to go. It was a little bit too hot for them, maybe.
Oh, hot. They love the hot
bashed
weather.
around the packs.
They did.
They were playing catch-up football all day in what was a good game of footy, actually.
Yeah, it was.
But they
Melbourne were
made
good.
the opposition play way above themselves. Melbourne
Yeah,
are not that good.
Oh, I know that.
There's one bloke in that side who can tear games to shreds, and he did it.
Cozzy Picker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
he
be playing at
destroyed them.
Fremantle next year, so we won't be playing
Yeah,
that good.
that's right. It's a good audition for him.
Disappointing Fremantle.
very disappointing. But the midfield that like you say, we all talk about how good Sarong and Brayshaw. You know what it was? They reminded me of another football club. Didn't want to go hard the other way on Saturday.
Yeah.
And you know what? Good on you, Goodwin, for dropping Fritsch and Van Roel, mate. They're two best goal kickers.
And May got injured, so they didn't have a
they've
quality side in.
I agree.
He's gone, you know what? I don't care who's in, who's not. You're not playing this week, mate. That's it. Good. And look at the result, mate. Because the others have been put on notice and have gone, all right, this is enough now. Whether it was just a tin ass or not, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
They're hungry from the bounce, and when you've got a side that's hungry and willing to put in effort, you get that result.
The other players would maybe look at that. I'm just thinking aloud and going, mate, if those two are going to get dropped, what's to say I won't get dropped?
Exactly.
I don't want to knock Melbourne's win because it was a good win, but
Great win.
No, it was a good win. Same old.
No, we know what you're saying.
Gone Oliver Petrarca.
Yeah. And Cosy Pickett.
Pickett forward.
Oh, Petty, mate, you was very
Petty
good
was
for him
good.
as well.
I mean, that's one out of the box.
Roy Orbison
one out
did
of the
play
box.
No, for
how many haircuts has he got left? I said last year he had about 19 left. He's got about 7 haircuts left.
How much do you reckon they'll pay him? Yeah.
They've got to.
It's a good contract.
It's either one way or the other. Make a decision.
I just want to say about Fremantle. I want to expand on what you said. They're not serious.
Feeble?
They have nice footballers.
They're a circus act.
Don't they?
Three-ring circus?
Yeah, they're a circus act, mate.
At least I don't know what that means now.
Yeah, true. And now, the quicker they get rid of John Longmire.
Justin
Longmuir, the better. They're not a serious football club. You want to bring Sean Darcy in to get 4 touches. Max Gawn, he should never play against Sean Darcy. Never again. I'm telling you. I don't care. This is your finals, finished. You can win 8 games. No, that's over for them. That's it. You don't come to Melbourne, they haven't won a game and lose. No, it's over.
You know what I noticed as well? I know May didn't play, you're right, but Melbourne's backline were good at, like Tracy, they didn't give him a lot of room.
Yeah, didn't let him lead into space.
Cut his leads out and we know what he is. He's a lead, mark, kick, goal.
Yeah, that sounds like a song.
It does. I might write a song.
Could have been champions.
Could have been. I was going to say, they would have done lead, mark, kick.
The music band.
Lead, mark, kick.
Was it the music band?
Music band did, maybe, yeah.
Anyway, I've got nothing else to say on that.
Oh, they disappoint. Well, I'm wrapped because I won't be eating nuggets because these clowns.
I don't know.
I wouldn't call it yet.
Saturday, Adelaide Oval, twilight game. Adelaide 7:10:52, GWS 4:10:34. It was a low-scoring game, and my theory behind that was Adelaide. Well, firstly,
You would have enjoyed it.
I loved it. It was a battle. It was a real battle. Sometimes you've got to win ugly.
Yeah.
And Adelaide showed, because they've been scoring a lot and winning, that they showed that they can win in low-scoring, gritty games. I think they were worried about GWS scoring, and GWS were worried about Adelaide scoring, and as a result, that's why we got a low-scoring game. But it was gritty by Adelaide.
That's bad, though, isn't it? That's bad football.
Like I said to you,
it was ugly conditions. It was warm, and then it got greasy, and then it rained.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
GWS, all right, kick 4-10, that's pretty poor, but Adelaide at home kicking 7-10 ain't much better, let's be honest.
Yeah,
but the reason why is what we said.
I know, you're right.
The game was horrendous.
You're right, but it was just an horrendous game, fumbling, bumbling, dumbling. It was like Maxwell Smart, 36 Maxwell Smarts out there. Like, seriously.
All clones.
Do you think that without Jesse Hogan, there's no chance?
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. I know they miss him badly. I wouldn't say that.
They looked inept up forward. I didn't think they'd even score.
You know what the problem is?
They just had no idea.
Well, Stringer couldn't.
Stringer couldn't, but he tried.
He tried.
Aaron Cadman. I know how to go at Caddy. Number 1 pick, 3rd year. He's hope. No,
I'd rather you have a go at him after 3 years.
Okay, I'm about to. He's actually hopeless. Oh,
hang on.
Can't take a mark.
Balls.
Misses from 5 metres out.
I know.
Mate, are you serious or what?
His kicking action's not right.
Yeah.
But what about Riccardi? What's going on there?
But Riccardi's not.
He's out of sorts.
No,
nowhere near.
But he's played enough footy to stand
100%.
up when needed to stand up. Yeah.
So what are you saying? So without Jesse Hogan, how can they win?
Okay, you might have a point.
They can't win a final without him.
They can't win anything without him. Let's be honest. I know.
Yeah, I don't. Toby on his own be tough on his
He
own.
did nothing.
Let's move on to the Saturday night game. It was at Marvel Stadium. Richmond 12-8-80 defeated Gold Coast 9-15-69. Richmond were 41 points up at three-quarter time.
I'm on the wagon, Lou.
Richmond wagon.
Yep.
For what?
Tremendous. That's
what wagon? Where's it going?
they're going to be.
No, I'm just saying.
They're going to be.
Gonna paint a wagon.
Yeah, mate. Get on the wagon because let me tell you. You know, people go, they'll be gone for 3-4 years, a year or two, mate, and they're back to. Yeah. Don't worry.
Recruited
They're going to get smacked in a few games, no doubt. I'm not an idiot, but
Yeah, but
mate, their gritty determination.
Yeah, I know.
And their senior players are standing up, mate.
Thank you. But those senior players, Loston and Broad and all that, they won't be there in 2 years' time.
But I'm saying...
So I think they're going
Yeah, but they're doing it now. It'll be enough for the other guy. The other guy's going to be experienced too.
Well, they'll bring in other senior talent.
Mate.
Well, they've
as
got
well.
North's first pick next year, so it's a top 4
Of course
pick.
they have.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not rub salt into the wound. Now, can we bring up
What's that?
salt,
that
salt into the wound?
Yeah.
Rub salt into
the wound. I agree.
I don't know.
And then it burns.
Gold
the other-
Coast.
Yeah, the other imposters.
side.
The other 3-ring circus clowns. A pack of clowns. Get out of my sight. You said it weeks ago. Go to, I don't know where they were playing. Go there and win. And they did.
Yeah.
Right? Get out of my sight. You're not serious. Actually, please, AFL, 2028, kick them out of the competition. They're not
Jesus
required.
Christ.
Let's have 18. Let's not have odd
Lambasted.
teams. If you want to bring in Tasmania, no problem. Get rid of these idiots. They're an embarrassment to this sport, I'm telling you.
Should have won that.
2 things.
They should have
Should've
won
won
that
that.
game of football.
Mate, the score, at minimum, should have been the other way around.
So they've got a tough month coming up. They're away from. So good. We'll see where they're at the next month.
2 things. Damien Hardwick, have a chat to McAndrew needs to come.
Yeah.
Calm his farm, mate.
Yeah, I said it last week.
The way,
don't
the
go
way,
pointing fingers.
the
a
way
couple
he's going
weeks
about
ago.
it is wrong, mate. You can be, tough, hard, whatever you want to call it, but that's not the way to do it.
No.
Mate. You need to have a chat to him. And secondly, I've forgotten his name. Who's the guy up forward that I said last year was going to be?
Yeah, that other hopeless player, Jed.
Jed Walter.
Jed. I was going to say Jed Adcock.
He makes too many.
What a good footballer he was.
he's
He
not a
makes
good-
too many errors. Like he's
no good.
He's a fumbling, bumbling.
No, he's no
You
good.
just hammer all the young.
No,
All
because
the players that
no.
have played less than 15 games.
I can name 20 that are
Of course we
better
could.
than them that have played 10 games. Mate, you're an AFL footballer. This is his second year. This isn't his, you're a high draft pick. It's not your first year. You're not a footballer's tono.
I think
mate.
you're going to be too far with it, but
Really?
he needs to be better.
If he
needs
wasn't
to be better.
6'6" and 150 kilos, would he get a game? I guarantee you wouldn't.
Probably wrestling.
Probably wrestling.
When
Yeah,
did
he's in WrestleMania
McAndrew did
today.
what he did, and then there was the fight, and then
Yeah.
there was the scuffle. Actually, there's no fighting.
They're scuffling
in AFL.
awkwardly, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Very
no fight.
awkwardly.
It's just scuffling in AFL. They spent all their energy in the next 40 minutes
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
fight everyone,
fight back,
Gold
yeah.
Coast. And Richmond were like, well, we'll just play footy. And they wasted minutes and minutes of that game.
I agree.
Worrying
I agree.
about Richmond and trying to.
And they had no chance. And just on your point, yes, we do commend the Richmond veterans. 'Cause
My oath.
They are.
Nick Flostone was absolutely tremendous.
mighty Vostone.
He's been a star for years, mate. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Even the premiership
He is.
years.
Was he number 1 pick?
No,
Or
not even close.
Was
No.
he? Was he,
No,
was
not
he
even
top
close.
10?
No.
Not even close,
Okay,
mate.
fair enough. No, I got it wrong.
I want to say one last thing on Gold Coast.
Yep. Get out of the competition.
The Guernsey. They produced
Guernsey?
another rubbish Guernsey.
Well, I didn't even notice.
It was all red. Is that
Yeah,
it?
the red one.
All
that's
red
it.
with the yellow.
Yeah, it's like.
They dropped all their yellow. You were red and yellow. It is a nice combination.
Yeah, they couldn't wear yellow, though, on the weekend. It
No,
would have
no.
clashed a
No,
bit.
but they've
wear
dropped,
something else.
They just wore a red training Guernsey.
Yeah, it's
Who is designing the Guernseys there?
the AFL, mate. They own them.
That's it.
Anyway, let's move on. Sunday, 3:20, Sydney 10-17, 77, Port Adelaide 13-7, 85.
to go to
Vito,
the
you
toilet.
were first.
Shot,
Good game of footy
shot
too.
themselves in the foot in the last quarter, Sydney.
Really? Yeah, should have
What,
won.
they kicked 3-7, 5-7. Well, I don't know. It's something, but they shot themselves in the
They were
foot.
gone, Port.
They were, but
gone.
you know what? They're starting to find their feet now. Put that win last week gave them confidence. I'm
Agreed.
not saying they're going anywhere. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, you're
But
right.
to smack Hawthorn, let's be honest, they smacked them.
Yeah.
And then they've gone to Sydney. It doesn't matter what we think of Sydney. It's still hard on the SCG.
Yeah, and they had
let-
control most of the
Correct. That's my thing I was going to say. They had control of that game pretty much all day.
Yep.
So, did Sydney probably should have won in the end? Probably. But hey, you don't kick goals, you don't win football matches.
Yeah.
10-17 doesn't help, does
No.
it? I think Rosie off halfback is the solution
Okay.
For now.
for losing Houston and getting a little bit of rebound.
Yeah, because he's got good
yeah.
Disposal.
disposal.
And Butters is
Good
is,
kick- good
is
kicking,
fine.
you were
He's-
gonna say.
He's
Good
going
kicking.
again.
Yeah.
Georgiades up forwards.
Horn Francis is a gun.
Horn Francis.
But that's it. Is it, again, like we said about Sydney, is it 3 players? That's.
yeah,
Do you
probably.
know what I mean? Like, it's pretty
Yeah,
much it. Like,
Probably, but
One question.
Yeah.
Well, there is an elephant in the room. Aliyah, what do you think's going to happen to what happened to this kid?
well, look, it sounds like he spent the night in behind bars.
13-year-old kid.
Yeah. Oh, I'm only reading the social media.
No, don't read social media. It's rubbish.
That's
13 years of
Well,
age.
Jimmy Bartell on Footy Classified or was it the Channel 9 show this morning?
Oh, footy show.
He said that's ridiculous. So I'm going off what he said.
Oh my God.
Not my words.
So you can speed at 200 kilometres.
Yeah,
and
I know.
hit people, whatever, and get away with it.
Rewind that. There was a bloke the night before that's probably going to, get in a little bit of trouble in a week's time in a court hearing.
I did see that.
But that's okay. He's playing.
Yeah, but
that's
another argument.
I'm talking about 13-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
What exactly did he do?
I think he
just threw something and
He threw
swore at
either
him.
it looked like his footy record or a clapper or something
So-
that Sydney give out. They give out those cardboard
Yeah.
things.
All right. So let's be
He
honest.
must have just had it like. And
He just
all
got
Leah
scared, maybe,
said,
because he came towards you.
no, he didn't get scared. He just must have, as a kid,
Yeah,
he's
he's
got,
a kid,
like,
right? Okay.
All right.
But
Something on the
Leah
wrist.
said to him, "Not cool."
Yeah, that's
That's a fact.
fair.
Like people,
fair.
they reported
Yeah.
that. So well done, Leah. He didn't lose
that's
his mind. He
fantastic.
didn't go, "Hey, not cool, mate."
Yeah, he's right. And he's right. And he's been nice because someone
He's had a
else.
2-year ban now. The kid from the SCG.
Nah, that's not on.
So
It's a bit harsh, I think.
does he just need a rap over the?
Yeah,
does he
that's
just
it.
need
Mate, don't do it.
little education
Yeah,
lesson.
he's just a
on-
kid.
Maybe surely his families go, all right, no more of that.
Yeah, and then
You gotta
come into the
respect
AFL and maybe apologise. I don't know, but
So who suspended him?
the
Sydney
AFL?
or the AFL?
Oh, that I don't know.
Either way, it's disgusting.
There'll be more about this during the week.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
He's a kid.
I know.
Like, we don't condone it.
No.
But come on. What do you do?
If a 13-year-old kid with a machete goes into it, it's different.
So
So,
how about? Imagine this happened. Imagine you bought 2 guns into the MCG.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, imagine that.
Imagine that. If that happened,
You wouldn't
what do
think that would
reckon
happen.
that
You-
day?
you wouldn't-
That'll
yeah.
never happen, will it? Nah, no chance. But
Anyway,
Anyway.
the SCG ground, the condition was disgusting.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Disgusting.
Wasn't great.
Well, because Andre Petrelli played there,
Oh, but Charlie, the opera.
the Opera. Yep.
did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The ground was awful at the Paddington end.
He wouldn't know. He can't see.
Ah.
No. That's why they probably didn't prepare it properly.
Oh,
Take that back.
must. That's ridiculous. Yes,
Even
Graham.
the backwards edit. Fair enough. Nah.
Graham.
Anyway, it's a joke. Relax, people. It's
I
a
know, it's
joke.
just a
All
joke.
at one end was just, it was bouncing there off
Yeah,
the
it's
ground.
bad,
It was all
bad.
patchwork.
There you go.
Just do the right thing. You can't play it on that ground. You've got a ground around the corner. You've got 2 grounds.
Played there, I agree.
So, but anyway,
Don't they do the tests before the game?
the penetrometer test.
Right.
Yeah. They
Sorry,
do an
it's not
AFL
bouncing.
test.
We can't. It's not fit for. Yeah. Remember back in like the 90s, a couple of players did their knees because it was bad condition and.
Oh, yeah, Jamie Lawson, a few of them.
No,
Luke
not,
O'Sullivan.
No, he was.
not so much in SCG, but just like when they were bad grounds, they got injured, right? I remember there was a interstate match. I think it was 1989.
Yeah.
And Tony Hall did his
Yeah.
knee.
Yeah, I remember
'Cause
that.
it was in
Who
the mud.
tackled him?
His Hawthorn teammate.
Yeah, Andy
Collins.
Collins,
Yeah, yeah.
correct.
So we just need to be careful about grounds and whatever. Like in this day, I'm sorry. In this day and age, in 2025, we should have every ground should be undercover.
Only cost a couple of bucks.
Again.
Couple of
This
bucks. You
goes
can-
on
you can-
every week.
You can giggle.
The same
What's it
song.
called? Greasing up the squeaky wheel?
You
or-
Some of
can
that.
giggle all you want, right? So every ground should have a cover, right? I believe, right? Mate, over in Europe, they've got soccer
like a
pitches.
canvas tent,
Yeah.
like going camping.
They got soccer pitches
Look,
that
there's a spider.
Get the broom.
I think it's all a joke. These two over in
It
Europe,
sort of is.
they've got soccer pitches that when Andre Petrelli, they switch them out. They're like swivels, right? I know, we're 100 years
Forget
behind in
about it,
Australia.
mate.
But I'm just making the point. It's available. It's all about the moolah.
Yeah, forget about
the
it.
fabulous
Apparently,
moolah.
Marvel Stadium was supposed to do that too.
Oh, of course it was.
you
Oh,
remember?
yeah. Let's bring the seats in. Remember all that rubbish?
This new stadium, it comes in for a soccer pitch, goes out for a rugby, it goes further out for AFL.
It's funny
No
how
worries.
outdated
I think it's rusted, those
Yeah,
wheels.
after 20 years, it's already outdated.
They've never
There's
moved
no
it.
aircon.
Oh,
There's no.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about that?
Nah, it's
Why
just
are we talking about
you
that?
brought up the surface. Or
I brought up the surface.
Anyway.
let's move on.
Sunday night game, Marvel Stadium, Western Bulldogs 18-19, 127, whacked. St Kilda 8-8, 56.
Loved every second.
Who's
of
the
it.
famous man? At 8:56.
Rex Hunt?
Correct.
I loved
8-8,
every
brother.
second of it. I was on St Kilda 2 weeks ago. Now I'm so far off. You'll never see me pro St
Yeah,
Kilda again.
then they'll beat Brisbane in Brisbane.
Nah.
I'm back
Oh,
on.
they're out there.
I'm back
Got
on.
Brisbane next
Unless
week,
they
they're
win the
going.
premiership, my lips are sealed.
Mate,
Who sung that song?
Go
the
Goes.
Go-Go's. I've got to hand it to the Bulldogs. I just got to hand it to the Bulldogs.
Did you see that?
No.
magnitude?
Nah, I thought they'd win. I think you said St Kilda was going to
Yeah, I actually thought St Kilda was going to win. To
They're
be
going
honest,
all right, the Dogs.
mate. And Bontempelli, you know,
Come on, apologise to everyone again.
I'm not apologising, but the bloke hasn't played for 88 weeks, right?
Best
Comes
on
in, gets 30 touches, and pretty much was the instigator of that. Not saying the whole thing, but the instigator of getting him at arm's length, and then the rest of them did the job, right? Yeah, I haven't given him enough praise.
He's a superstar, mate.
Yeah, he is.
I'm sorry.
He is.
They've done well, the Dogs. They keep losing soldiers. I mean,
they just
Darcy's going to miss.
What's he missing?
Well, now it's not an ACL. It was
Not an
suspected
ACL.
last night.
And what is it, 8 to 10 or something?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, or
probably. That's all right.
12 weeks, 3 months. I guess.
His season's nearly be shot, let's be honest.
He'll come back and play some sort of footy at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Once he realises...
Once the shock sets in.
But also, just with Darcy, I just want to... the commentators were almost crying last night. Relax.
Lucky his dad wasn't commentating.
Oh, my God. Okay, yeah, we're all disappointed. You see a champion
Yeah,
play.
because I love
go
watching
down.
him play.
Yeah, no doubt. It's not the first and won't be the last
No.
to be injured again,
No,
right?
no.
Paul Salmon. Exactly.
That's right.
They were comparing him to Paul Salmon
That's
a couple
right.
of weeks ago.
Someone put the moz on him.
Mate, that's exactly what Paul Salmon came out blazing.
63 goals in 13 games.
9 games.
Was it 9, was it?
Remember, you could kick a bag back then. It wasn't.
That's right.
So,
Who ran through his knee?
no one ran through. He went
Yeah,
to kick it. And
Jeff Raines went through
went
it.
across. Went to smother it and his
That's
knee
right,
buckled.
yeah.
But I just get over it. Relax. Because they're calling the best player in the AFL.
Nah, relax.
He can't even tie Nick Dacos' shoes.
Why can't he tie his shoelaces?
He can't bend over.
Because he's
should
too
be-
tall. Boomchish. No, but he's not the best player in the AFL.
No.
Darcy.
But he's a
they're
gun.
going, the best player in the AFL is injured. Relax. Nick Dacos is 42 kilometres
Ahead of anyone. Yeah, I agree.
Get over it, people.
And the most looked after.
And
No, he's not. We've had that discussion. Patrick Cripps is the most good. 45 votes.
The two of them have a honeymoon suite on the top deck of the most
Come
looked
on,
after.
mate.
players
I
in
know
the
what
AFL.
I'd rather have. But anyway,
question,
sorry.
St Kilda. I don't know what to make of them.
Nah, they're a
They
mess.
come out.
They're a
They
mess.
come out and they start well. They did it last week.
Not good enough.
Did it again last night.
They
They
look
just
good
run their
early.
legs,
They look
don't
good
they?
early. They
Yeah.
look
Not good
good
enough.
But they
Not good
always
enough.
look good early.
But they haven't got enough firepower. They're lacking firepower. They're lacking. I know they've won a couple of games and everyone's gone up. Oh, St Kilda.
Firepower up forward.
Well, Jack
No,
Higgins,
just everywhere, I think.
King's not there, so you got Higgins. I mean,
Membry's not there anymore.
yeah, they're relying on. I'm saying they're relying on Higgins. Let's be honest.
100%.
And he's only a small forward. Let's be
right.
honest.
Yeah.
Mason Wood doesn't do enough.
No, he's good. He's a good downhill skier.
He's okay. He's okay. But what I'm saying is, mate, the Bulldogs just went out there and gone enough now. Enough, and there's a result.
they're very good.
And it could have been worse. 37 shots.
Yeah,
16
I
could
agree.
have been
That's
worse.
All right.
You got to handle to Luke Beveridge.
Let's move on to the classic, which was another one. MCG today, Geelong 12-14-86 defeated Hawthorn 11-13-79. It was a beauty. It was an absolute beauty.
was a
Geelong
beauty.
again for the 6th consecutive week.
Get
Made a
out.
late,
There's a new sign.
made a late
Get
change.
out of the
Wait.
system.
Geelong for the 6th consecutive week made a late change. It's got to stop.
Who was it that went out
gotta
again?
stop.
It will never stop.
Who went out?
No, you're testing me. I don't
Doesn't
know.
matter. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Closey came in because he always
No,
comes in.
Closey was the sub.
Oh, really? It's
Yeah.
the first time ever he hasn't been. He
No,
hasn't
but
come in
I'm
late.
talking about late changes.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Has it changed?
The late change.
No, has it changed? Is it Hollywood Hawks? Oh, sorry. It's Hollywood Dorks. That's what it is.
Dorks.
Hollywood Dorks. Smile, Sam. The camera's watching. I love it. I adore it. Where's the wizard? Kicked one goal, ran around like Eric. Come on, mate.
Two.
Got a
Kick
cheap
two.
free kick.
Got
at
a
the
cheap.
end.
Oh, cheap free kick.
Cheap. You guys don't reckon it was cheap? It was cheap.
Anyway,
Ducked his head, dropped it to the feet like a.
No.
You know those little toys that you used to get in the show
No,
where you
no.
with the cables at the legs and you press the bottom and then the body
Collapse,
would drop.
yeah.
Come back.
That's him.
come back to earth, Hawthorn. Come back to earth.
Jeez.
I love it. And Dangerfield again. Influential.
The best centre half forward in the comp.
Don't laugh.
He is.
He's better than Nate Caddy.
He's better than Nate Caddy. He's the best centre half forward in the comp.
He's better than Jack Darling.
Absolutely. Imagine
Save-
the luxury
save
of having Dangerfield at centre half forward. Then he goes into the midfield. He was tremendous again.
Graham Myers, tremendous until he got dirtily smacked.
Dirtily. He's made a new word.
I've made a new word.
Dirtily.
Dirtily smacked.
I love
Dirtily
it.
smacked.
I agree with you. He was targeted. He had 5 inside 50
was good.
contributions
And they kicked goals.
resulted in goals.
Yep.
And he was targeted and he was whacked
Yeah, he's saying
I have no doubt.
Yeah,
he
I have
was-
no doubt.
What?
Because you go to me, no, mate, you wouldn't have done that. I'm telling you.
No.
He's gone straight up to him.
So
pretty
on
much
purpose he's done
If
it.
you think
Oh,
that
yeah.
AFL players don't do that internally, you're kidding yourself.
So they're going to miss 4 weeks for that. That's
Nah, but
stupid.
it's
You
not
got- you
about
got the-
missing 4 weeks. It's
Yeah.
like I'm getting you. They don't
Try and
think
win
of
the
that.
game.
It's like I need you out of the game. I need you out of the way. You're being a
fair
pest.
enough. Pissed.
What does he get? What's he get?
4 weeks.
Yeah, I agree with that. 3 to
4
4.
weeks. You deliberately did that.
Yeah, 100% deliberately
Do you reckon
did
it was
it.
deliberate? I think it was deliberate.
Oh, of course it was deliberate. Nah, don't kid yourself.
No, it was deliberate.
Nah, he's going to get 3 weeks. He
That
won't
could have
get
changed
4.
the game. Actually, it sort of helped Hawthorn stay in touch
It
at
did.
that time.
Because he was running amok.
Yeah. But then at the end, probably Hawthorn stuffed it up themselves.
Yeah, Sicily kicked one on the full. Wizard missed one. Like, they had their chances to
And
win.
when he missed the Wizard,
What
shot
did
for
you
goal
say?
there.
All it deserved.
No. You know what I said? The real Wizard wouldn't miss.
No, the real Jeff Farmer.
So, the one more thing I was going to say on that. There's one bloke that we don't speak enough about, right? And he was tremendous today.
Geelong.
Holmes.
Yeah.
Max Holmes.
Superb. He's a superb
Yeah.
footballer. I've never given him enough traction. Like I go, did I watch him today? I go, this bloke's got pace, makes the right decisions most of the time, and he's always in the game,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah,
You
tremendous.
talk about Geelong, Collingwood being the premiers.
Geelong's got to be up there.
For
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I think Geelong is almost premiership favourites. Almost outright.
Okay, that's interesting.
I can't cop that.
Who do you think?
Anyway, I've got
I
nothing
think
else to say on
Collingwood.
that.
I think Collingwood, but I think Geelong will be top 4.
Just quickly, it's fun, interesting that I heard a stat this morning that Hawthorn is ranked 17th for rebound 50.
Correct. North the last.
North's last.
They're second last.
And then I watched the first quarter. Sicily gets the ball, thumps it out with no.
yeah, straight to a Geelong play, kick the goal.
Yeah, Barras
Correct.
just wants to spoil the footy and keep it down the corridor and then the opposition bring it in. And it's true, when I saw it, I didn't. Yeah,
Big
I was
stat,
surprised
yeah.
at that. So you heard it as well?
Yeah, yeah. It's a fact.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Can I, bugbear of the weekend, 15-metre kicks.
Oh, that's going to go on all year, mate.
What about it? There was a 5 metre one,
9 metres
and
it
there was
went.
a 20 metre one. That
Correct.
They paid the 9 metre one and didn't pay the 20.
Correct.
Part-timers. Anyway.
Oh, thank you. You took the words.
I'm not
out of
going
my
to... Let's not start on that.
Is there any way we can get that right? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's killing
Yeah,
teams.
full-time umpires go and study it.
No,
15
no.
metres.
Andrew, you have the job for next weekend to get it right. Don't worry about putting them on full time. What can you do in the week before Anzac Day to the umpires in 3 days to say, here's how you get it
Yeah,
right?
you're not going to work this week. We're going to map out 15 metres and we're going to keep paying it. We're going to kick it 5,000 times until you realise. And you're going to wear an Apple Watch so I can tell you if it's 15 metres. Yeah? That's what we're going to do, AFL. Spend $8 and get these
$7.99.
And that would
Mate.
help with 50-metre penalties
Well, yeah.
because teams are getting 35 metres and they're getting
So,
75
so you're talking about the
metres.
77 metre one. So how can Fox Footy measure it, yet the umpires can't?
That's right.
Hang on.
That's right.
Does it take... Would you be acceptable... Would it be acceptable if they said, let's just go to the review and let's map out 50 metres exactly? 5 seconds it takes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Would you be okay with that?
no
Because how
problem.
many 50-metre penalties do you give? 4
That-
or 5
yeah.
a game
Yeah,
max,
max,
right?
yeah.
That's more important
so,
to me.
So an extra minute a game, well, we can't have that, can we?
No, but
we
they
can't
won't
get it
always-
right.
yeah.
We can't get it right. We're happy just to go, yeah, they'll do for 15. Part-time umpires, I'm telling you, AFL, put your hand in your pocket, forget about State of Origin that you've been crapping on about for the last 2 weeks. They want to bring back State of Origin. Do a big carnival. No one cares, mate. Get it through your heads. Fix the game.
State of electricity, they want to bring
Fix
back.
the game. I'm telling you,
Well, it
AFL,
works.
fix it. Because,
Let's get out of here.
oh, mate.
Let's get out of here. There you have it, our review of round 6 in the books. Let us know who you think wins, and we'll see you in the next one.